So this will be a talk in a Russian style, nothing decisive, not a deal that can potentially be implemented because its credibility is weakened as the parties engaged into the war are not at the table, and something that Putin wanted to get President Trump's attention. We should expect more coordinated approach than we have already seen, coming on the same lines, and potentially some plan how they would convince President Trump to see the situation differently. Basically to see that whatever talks he will ever conduct with President Putin, this will have an effect on European security architecture. And the first and foremost, when we talk about European security architecture, Europe should be at the table. Well, EU is losing centrality into the talks because President Trump is not taking the Union seriously. Partly because of the internal divisions and partly also because European Union is not security union, not yet. And Trump knows that and he plays his cards. I think EU has already shown that it's really willing to be patient and to de-escalate any political tensions, because this will not be a win-win for any of the parties across the Atlantic. So we know that EU will try its best with the like-minded countries, with the UK and others, to somehow, convince President Trump otherwise and de-escalate any political tensions that may arise after Friday. Of course, everybody wants to avoid to see any other backlash between, Ukraine and the White House and the JD ones in particular, as we've seen last time. But I think President Zelensky has already shown his greatest attempts and quite a leadership that he is able to take the challenge and somehow put things back on track with the help of the European Union and the other like-minded countries. So I'm less concerned about that.